International and Marine Communication. At the time, RCI was found all radio and telegraphic communication between China and the US, including official communication, were run through either German radio or British cable. The US Navy wanted RCI to seek a concession in China. However, the company was reluctant to do so because their other concessions were already operating at a loss. With RCI agreement, the transmitter was complete, but when another American interest signed a similar agreement with China, RCI claimed breach of contracts in Radio Corporation of America v. China. RCI's primary business objective is at its founding were to provide equipment and service for seagoing vessels and worldwide wireless communication in competition with the undersea cables. To provide the international service, the company soon undertook a massive project to build a radio central communication hub at Rocky Point, Long Island, New York, designated to achieve the realization of the vision of communication engineer to transmit message to all points of the world from a single centrally located source. Construction began in July and the site was dedicated on November. After two of the antenna spokes had been complete, although the initial installation would remain in operation, the additional antenna spokes and alternator installation would not be complete due to a major discovery about radio signal propagation. While investigating transmitter harmonics, when additional radio signal produced at higher frequencies than a station normal transmission frequency. Westinghouse Frank Conrad unexpectedly found that in some cases the harmonics could be higher farther than the primary signal, something previously thought impossible, as high-frequency shortwave signal with helper ground wave coverage were thought to have a very limited transmission range. Conrad demonstrations that allow power shortwave station in SP textbook. Pennsylvania could be readily received in London by a simple receiver using a certain rod as an antenna, matching at a small fraction of the choice the performance of the massive alternator transmitter. Dr. Harold Hay Beveridge Boulder report that a software signal transmit on a 15-meter wavelength or approximately 20 MHz was received in South America more readily during the daytime. The Alexandrinson alternator, control of which had led to RCI's formation, were now considered obsolete, and international communication would be primarily conducted using vacuum tube transmitter operating on software bands. RCI would continue to operate international telecommunication service for the remainder of its existence. Talk is subsidiary RCI Communication Inc. and later the RCI Global Communication Company. International software was in turn largely subtitled by communication satellites, especially for distributing network radio and television programming. The company formed RCI American Communication, which operates instead series of geostationary communication satellites. Broadcasting, the introduction of organized radio broadcasting in the early resulted in a dramatic reorientation and expansion of RCI's business activities. The development of vacuum tube radio transmitter made radio transmission practical, in contrast with the earlier transmitters which were limited to sending the deeds and dots of Morse code. When he was still at America, Marconi David Sarnoff had proposed establishing broadcasting station, but his memos to management promoting the idea for sales of a radio music box had not been followed up at that time. Starting around, a small number of broadcasting stations began operating.